Good morning, everyone. I'm Reverend Rebecca Kay here at the Yuba Center for Spiritual Living. And as you can see, I'm still in one of my guest rooms, so there's plenty of work still going on at my house. So this morning, any voices you hear, any dog barking, any hammering or sawing, I invite you to just let those sounds take you deeper. Thank you. So, good morning. It's a Wednesday, and on Wednesday, I always have some points for us to ponder. We're in the middle of the week. It's time for us to get back aligned to our true selves. And so this morning, I would like you to think about its time has come through you. And I'm going to begin with a quote by Socrates. Wisdom begins in wonder. I think it's time for us to start wondering again. How about you? Okay, so I'm going to share a little thought and some reading that I did from Dr. Christian Sorensen, Dr. Petra Wells in their Joyous Abundance Journal. When an idea whose time has come must be birthed, it always finds a way to enter into human consciousness. In that moment, the idea enters into the field of possibilities from the infinite, undifferentiated allness through the person who receives the inspiration. The concept of a personal computer, for example, occurred to an individual who then made it available to everyone in the world. As far out as the concept of wireless communication may have once seemed, the moment it entered into human consciousness through a visionary, it became available to all of us. A business person, knowing full well that what is stirring in his consciousness has the uncanny ability to be popping up in other locations, may rush his product to get it on the market before someone else beats him there. Artists, however, know that if they don't share what they can see and hear, it may never be known because they have been graced as the sole proprietor of their vision. You are an integral part, a vortex of abundant potential for the infinite to make its way into form. Once you have caught the vision of something greater, it has entered into human consciousness. So I ask you, what are you going to do with it? As we go into our meditation this morning, I'd like you to ponder what's made itself known in your consciousness and is waiting for you to do something with it. So I invite you to just get really comfortable wherever you are. Just let whatever's beneath you take your weight. Take a deep breath in and just let it out with a sigh. It feels so good to just let go of everything that's gone on before this moment and to just be right here, right now with me. Open, receptive, deep in our heart. Willing to step into high consciousness. That place where we prepare our minds for the best that life has to offer. Knowing that everything is unfolding in divine perfection. Knowing there's nothing to do, nothing to fix. And taking a moment to just stop And notice, just notice what might have come into our consciousness that is waiting for us to do something with it. Let's just call it forward in this time. Let that little reminder come forward. And let's just sit with it and allow it and take it into our hearts. And as we do that, I ask you to affirm with me, I am the birthplace of a new divine idea. Just let the silence take you deeper as this new divine idea percolates. And so as we sit in the silence, we ask ourselves, what new divine idea is in our consciousness? And we declare, I am the birthplace of this new divine idea. And I remind you that Socrates said, wisdom begins in wonder. And so we call forth this new divine idea. And we are so grateful that we are the birthplace of this new divine idea. And so as we sit in the silence, we call forth all the divine ideas whose time has come through us. And we say yes. For we are the birthplace of this divine idea. And as our journey comes to a close, I remind you, you are the birthplace of a divine idea. And you are here in this moment in time for a purpose. You are a light in the world. And I thank you for starting your day with a daily spiritual practice. I send you much love and many blessings. I'm Reverend Rebecca Kay here at the Yuma Center for Spiritual Living, and I will see you on Friday for our word for the week. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for joining me.